Hello, hello, hello. What's up, everybody? My mic is not, my microphone, it ain't working. I don't know what happened. I had the microphone and everything ready to go, but now that it ain't working, I might as well just talk to y'all regular. Dang. But I'm still gonna put on a show. But what's up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of Talk the Real Deal with AT2. And of course, I'm your boy AT2. How everybody doing? How everybody living? How everybody feeling today? Hopefully everybody's doing good. Let me say what's up to the chat. What's up, Sneaky Link? How you doing? What's up, Denitria? Shout out to Denitria. Thank you for always holding it down for all the mods. What's up, Mary? Mary, I seen your comment that you left on somebody's video the other day, and I was cracking up. Message me so I can send it to you. I don't know. Do I have it on my other phone, or do I have? I think I have it on my other phone. No, I have it on this one. What's up, King Pisces? How you doing? What's up? Shout out to my big bro, Casey. What's up, Kay? What's up, Danielle? Shout out to all the members, by the way. What's up, My Opinion, Not Yours? What's up, Melanie Jones? How you doing? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Happy that you're here. You know, this video is about you, so you have every right to be here. Yo, we about to cut up this morning. It's still morning for me. It's morning, and we slept the night away. What's up, Kat? How you doing? What's up, everybody? She said, oh yeah, you definitely gonna hate me after this video, but it's gonna be well worth it. What's up, OG Patrice? This is gonna be good. But I want to start off by saying this. I'm so happy the black tea sector is back. For a long time, the black tea sector has been the Jaguar Wright sector. Oh, it's your birthday, Kat? Oh, happy birthday. Everybody say happy birthday to Kat. But for so long, the black tea sector has been like convoluted with the Jaguar Wright sector. And, you know, I've been missing the black tea sector. And I feel like there's a lot of talented people in the black tea sector, but they're lazy. And they got stuck with this Jaguar stuff. And then it wasn't fun. Like, usually there's like a major storyline drama that happens during the summer, and it kind of takes us all the way into September. We haven't really had that. And so yesterday, when we were looking at you know, the Night and Day Melanie Jones situation, like I was like, oh, this reminds me of like the old school days of the black tea sector. Oh, you said wake it up? Okay, I'm being too good. I gotta wake it up. So them hoes was over there all fighting, right? The hoes was fighting, right? So it was very entertaining, and it reminded me of like the good old days. Even shout out to Cups of Conversation, our favorite cousin Cup. She was even over there in Melanie Jones' chat. So it had that remembrance. That's the wrong word. I'm gonna think of the word that I'm trying to say and then tell you guys. But it reminded me of the old school days, and it felt good. And I was like, this is what I like to see. What's up, Miss Curiosity? This is what I like to see. I was all like, we need to see more of this. People with individuality, people with opinions, people who are not afraid to call bullshit out. For a long time, everybody was kind of go along to get along. Thank you, Danielle. Yes, yes. Or I think it's Danielle, right? Okay. But it was gone. Nostalgia, yeah, that word too. Yeah, semblance, nostalgia. It had all those feels to it. And you know, sorry, Melanie, it was at the expense of you, but you know, it is what it is. We all get our time in the hot seat and stuff like that. So it reminded me a lot about that. So but anyway, going to my thoughts and opinion, because my name has been brought up a few different times, and not just because I clicked the link, but because they feel like I'm the person that's like, I don't even know what to say. Well, they think I'm Melanie's mentor. And yeah, I am like a mentor. But I don't tell her what to do, what to say. I don't control her in any way. I let her express herself the way that she wants to. I don't control her content. Do I expect her to control my content? No. And I think it's crazy that people have this like, okay, well, you're the one that orchestrated all of this, and this is your fault, and all this. Shut up! Y'all don't even know what y'all talking about. What's up, Naughty? Y'all don't even know what y'all talking about. Like, this obviously had nothing to do with me. Like, like nothing at all. There are some comparisons like, oh well, 9 and Day helped her way more than AT2 did. Well, I was her friend. I wasn't fucking her. You know, JR was trying to fuck. So yeah, he should help her more. You know, when you trying to fuck, you help somebody more than the other. you know, like let's call a spade a spade. My opinion said wake it up, so I'm waking it up. You know, like, yeah, you should do more. And here's the thing, it's not even about doing more. Like, I've obviously helped Melanie. Like, and here's the thing, I don't even want to get into a competition like, oh, I help more than the other person. I think that argument is stupid. Like, why even say that? You know? I'm like, if y'all want to use that argument as like we helped done more, whatever, okay. All right. Like, okay. Like, I don't know what y'all want me to tell. Like, what do y'all want me to say? Really? Because of course it was the EO chick that had something to say. And then Aaron had something to say. Y'all know who Long Titty Aaron is? Long Titty Aaron decided to come after me and mention my name for no reason. Like, I have nothing to do with this. Why are you mentioning me, Long Titty Aaron? So, I don't even want to get into the semantics of it, but Long Titty Aaron decided to mention my name. You know, I'm all like, your titties hang all the way down to your knees, Aaron. Why are you talking about me? Mine at least sit up a little high. Yours is all the way down to your knees. Shout out to Kimmy, because Kimmy was the one who posted his titty pictures and posted that he lived up in the projects. So he got to be ducking and hiding from bullet holes, but he want to mention me. Why are you mentioning me when you got to duck and dodge, gangs and shit outside your project building? You know, like, I don't even understand why you came for me, Long Titty Aaron. That makes no sense at all. You should have just left me out of it. Like, I don't like, and I thought we were cool. Like, why'd you mention me? Like, what did I do? Come on now, Long Titty Aaron. You gotta dodge the crack man outside. You gotta dodge bullets. You gotta, keep them rats out your kitchen and out your bedroom. But you worried about AT2 that has nothing to do with the situation. Come on now. Come on, man. Come on now. What I gotta do with the situation? Like, nothing. Oh, anyway. Y'all know who else is back? I didn't even know this person was back. Someone had left me a message today. It was Crypto. Y'all remember Crypto? I thought Crypto disappeared, but Crypto is back, and he had left me a message. I don't even care to even say what it was because it wasn't true. It was something stupid. I didn't even respond back to it. I just read it and was all like, no, okay, all right. Like, I don't know what you want me to say. I don't know why you messaged me. I don't think it had anything to do with me at all. Like, okay, yeah. And the funny part is, like, with Crypto, with Crypto and Aaron, it really doesn't have anything to do with them. Like, I don't know why you're messaging me. I don't know why one is talking about me on his platform. Like, I don't understand, you know? I don't get it at all. But hey, it is what it is. Moving on from that. So I'll just give you guys a breakdown. So Melanie had always been a supporter of 9 and Day. She had became a moderator within the last year or so. Um, she was, everybody said Melanie was the attack dog. She defended night and day. Whenever somebody came at them, she was right there defending them. And she did it swell. She defended them to a T. She made sure that anybody was coming for them, she would check it. And the thing is that Melanie had been following them for like the last 3 years, but well, no, more than 3 years. Even before the pandemic, she had been a fan of Night and Day. Like this was before we even got introduced to her, knew who she was. And I think the conversation that's not being had, I think everybody liked Melanie before she became a content creator. When she became a content creator, I think people were like, "Whoa, hold on, you're just a subscriber, and that's where you should stay." I don't think they wanted her to grow. I don't think they wanted her to succeed. She was just supposed to be a subscriber, and that's it. Oh, following for 5, mod for 3. See? Wow. And thank you for dropping the links, Denitria. I appreciate that. Yeah, they didn't want her to be a content creator. She was just supposed to be a subscriber, and that's it. Or a moderator in this case, or just a moderator. When she started giving her opinion, and her opinions weren't like to go along to get along, that's when there was all like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a problem. And I honestly didn't see it coming. Like I was all like, because remember in the beginning when Melanie got her channel, I was like, oh, you're gonna be like the queen of the doo-doo mamas. Like all the doo-doo mama, doo-doo daddies, they're gonna love you, because they was all rallying behind her and shit like that, you know? Like in the beginning, they were all rallying behind her. And then there was like a turn somewhere. And again, I believe that there was a lot of mishaps, but it was mostly like miscommunication. You know, there was a lot of miscommunication that happened. Um, uh, uh, some drama that I never like discussed or talked about, and I remember when Jag was trying to make me say something and shit like that, and I was all like, I don't know what you're talking about. The Joan and Melanie beef. That was a huge understanding. And I'm going to give y'all a little tea or whatever, right? So I remember when Melanie had did her video on Dookieway, and she was basically saying, you know, if you rock with him and you in there talking shit and stuff like that, then then you can't be over here with me, blah, 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 blah. And what Melanie was saying was a general statement. She honestly didn't even know that Joan was like a big fan of Dookieway, and that was like her homie or whatever. She didn't understand, and she didn't know that. Not understand it. She didn't know that. What's up, Cups? I was just shouting you out earlier. She didn't know that, and so when when Joan had did a video, but she didn't mention a name, and then all of a sudden it just all flipped and went crazy, and it was all like, no, like it wasn't about Joan at all, because in that video where Melanie was going off and stuff like that, again defending Night and Day, we gonna get into that too. Defending Night and Day, it was she shouted out Joan in that video. Like she was shouting out a whole bunch of, she even shouted out me, everybody, Night and Day, all that stuff. She even shouted out Joan in that video. And so I was all like, wow. And it's funny because Melanie never mentioned that. Like she shouted out Joan in that video. So obviously she wasn't talking about her. But yeah, that situation was a misunderstanding. But by the time that Joan went live again, then Melanie went live, it was over. You see, Manifest know what I'm talking about. Yeah. It was already over, so it couldn't be repaired. And should I have got in the middle and tried to help the situation? For me personally, I'm only going to do that when I feel that it's necessary. It already went to shit, so if I had stepped in and tried to, you know, pacify the situation, it would have just made it worse. At this point, it was already done and over with. Like there was nothing I could do. Nothing. Um so then I started noticing, that's when I started noticing the turn. I was all like, okay, if you don't rock with certain people, then you're kind of looked at as like the outcast. And even though I don't like Dookieway, I have my reasons. Oh, nobody gonna go after me and change my mind about that, because again, y'all don't do your history and your research and find out why people don't like each other and stuff like that. So nobody can change my mind. But with somebody like Melanie who's new, it seemed like, oh, you're trying to go after the big content creator and give clout and all this stuff. And it was all like, no, she was literally defending Night and Day because they was coming. Like, you know how King World and them done exposed their whole business and shit like that? Well, Dookieway had did that first. Remember he said Jag was on that Pedialyte shit or whatever, right? And took that on MLK weekend, and that's why she went on. Y'all remember that? He's the one who said it, that they had took the pills for 9 day, and then that's why she went crazy during MLK weekend. Yep. He was the first one who said that. So yeah, he was coming at them first, for their business before King World and all of them. And Melanie was defending them. And we're gonna fast forward a little bit, because it's funny how last night he was all like, oh, I didn't tell you to do that. Oh, you didn't have to do that. And she was all like, you dropped the link for me to go after Jag, and you didn't tell me, oh, don't say anything, don't go after these people, blah, blah, blah. Like, it was fine, and then now all of a sudden it's a problem. Like, if there was ever a problem where Melanie was going after somebody for me, and here's the other thing. I don't think Melanie has gone after people for me. Like, there was that one time on my backup channel. Remember, I had dropped the link, right? I had dropped the link for her, and her and Jag were going at it. And then everybody was like replaying my video and shit like that, right? Right. She was being gaslit, Naughty. And everybody was playing that video and that clip. And at that point, I realized what the fuck was going on. I realized what was going on at that point. Everybody was replaying that clip of Melanie going at Jag on my panel and stuff like that. Even the people that hate me replayed that clip. And they're like, oh yeah, she going after Jag, blah, blah, blah. And I was thinking in my head, I was like, Melanie, they only like you because you going after Jag. They only like you because of that. I seen that shit happen. And I told Melanie, I was like, hey, you're allowed to come on my panel. Jag's allowed to come on my panel, but I'm not going to have y'all on my panel together, because I see the play. I see the move that's going to happen. Like, they want you to act like a circus animal, and then as soon as you start, they don't fuck with you no more. What's up, Winnie? I seen the play. I seen the move. That's how they were going to move. But anyway, I think all the other relationships that Melanie had, or friendships or whatever, like, I don't really consider them like, oh, well, that's a judge against her character. No, they're mutuals, because they all hated Jag. That is what it is. That's why I always talk about the Jaguar Wright content creators so dirty, because I'm all like, y'all all fickle and y'all all stink like shit. Moving on from that. But her at Night and Day, more specifically JR. And I have to say Night and Day because JR does go underneath the Night and Day, whatchamacallit, the Night and Day account, and he comments and stuff like that. So it's a part of the brand. He's not using like his own account that says JR on it to, comment back or go in other people's chat. But like I said, when I started seeing them more collaborate with people and stuff like that, I was all like, yeah, this is going to get dirty. This is definitely going to get, it's going to get messy, because I think the mystery of Night and Day were why people were attracted to them. The mystery is why people were attracted to him. Y'all didn't hear me because I don't hear nobody saying, ah, the mystery is what attracted people to them. When they had they falling out with Jag and then started mingling with all the content creators and shit like that, that's when it started going downhill. That's when it started going downhill. When they started mingling with the other content creators and shit like that, right? Melanie agrees. When they was like solo dolo just doing their own thing and we didn't really see them in Chad, mingle. Like we would see them like every once in a blue moon, but it was like more frequent. And it's like, this is gonna get messy. And especially in the Jaguar Wright sector, everybody feels like they have ownership over, even though y'all don't. It feels like y'all have ownership over the content. That's what ends up happening. They feel like they have ownership over the content. And so what happens is that people get jealous or they try to set you up, run plays on you to try to mess up your brand. And I hate to say it, them people were successful at it. My opinion, not yours, said, yes, mystery is sexy. Yeah. Once that mystery was gone, it was kind of like, okay, you kind of exposed yourself. And again, I have nothing bad to say about Isaiah because he's not the one in the drama and shit like that. It's literally only one of them. But it's the brand again. And I feel like they needed somebody like Melanie to like humanize them because in a way she would be kind of like the liaison. And I feel like she played that role of liaison. Now, if they didn't want her to be the liaison, they should have said like, bitch, this ain't your brand. Get the fuck out of here. They should have just been up front. Now, I know that's a little rude the way I said it, but shit, sometimes you gotta be rude so they can get the point. Because the way that I seen them kind of gaslight her last night and kind of like, well, didn't I tell you that this and that? Didn't I tell you this? Didn't I tell you that? Didn't I tell? And almost leading her into saying like, oh yeah, I'm just crazy and delusional. And it's like, nah, you was playing games, Listen here, taco meat. I got the taco meat out. Oh, Demetria, don't worry about the likes. They probably hitting the dislike button. They don't like it when I speak truth. They like it when I lie, like everybody else do. They don't like it when I speak the truth. Yes, Mary D was real supportive. Real supportive. You know what? I forgot there's Mary D and then there's another Mary D. I think it's Mary D who got the membership who said something the other day. Oh, damn. Okay, I got to find that comment later. Anyway. So Melanie, so that was one thing. Even with the King World and all that stuff, she went up on panel and tried to defend Night and Day. Then she was attacked, and literally, it was kind of like Melanie was doing more fighting than they were. Like, it seemed like it was kind of like, oh, well, we're going to handle it, behind the scenes and all this other stuff. But then again, if they had a problem with Melanie, confronting them or something like that, they should say, hey, oh, you both people. Oh, okay. Got you. Okay. She wanted the same, everybody. Anyway, if they had a problem with Melanie going up there and stuff like that, they should have said something. They should have said like, hey, don't be going up there. Don't antagonize him. Don't say this. Because I had a feeling even with that, I was all like, you about to be the fall guy. And I knew it. And last night confirmed it. Melanie was going to be the fall guy. Like, oh, well, it's your fault that I got into all these problems and these issues with these people. It's like, damn. Like, that's really hurtful. Like, I'm defending somebody And literally now they're telling me, oh, well, you know, I didn't tell you to do that. You didn't tell me not to do it. You didn't say like, hey, slow your roll. And especially if we are having if we're in the talking phase, because the way he's making it seems like, oh, I call everybody baby. Oh, I call everybody love. No, I don't do that. Okay, I'm lying. I'm lying. I'm lying. Um, well, no, I'm not lying. No, I don't call everybody baby and love and stuff like that. But I am flirtatious. That's just naturally me. I'll flirt with anybody who gives me money. I ain't lying. I'm for sale. Why am I lying to y'all? I am for sale. I'm for sale. So I flirt with anybody who give me money. You know, but with that token, I'm not having hour-long conversation with you and, you know, all this stuff. I'm gonna flirt a little bit until you give me some more money, and then I'll flirt with you some more. Now, if he come back and goes like, well, the bitch was cashing me out, so yeah, of course I did, you know, then that proves he just a nigga. But, you know, if he just come out and say like that, like, yeah, well, she was cashing me out, she was paying my bills, of course I'm gonna flirt with her. But no, you were flirting for free. So you play it off like, you know, you pretending like, oh, well, I don't know, like, why she got that impression. Well, because we seen the text messages. And mind you, he said, oh, well, I got a whole nother set of text messages that I'm going to release. I think Melanie receipts hit harder than yours at this point. Unless you got a message that say, oh, you know, I never liked you. I hate you. I don't want nothing to do with you. If you don't have any messages, JR, that says that, don't post those messages. Because it's not going to prove anything. Because we've seen the messages. We see how it is. And yeah, there's nothing you can say and nothing you can do to change her mind. Like, you can't. But we still don't understand how you and EO came together. Like, and here's my thing. And even Melanie said this. If EO, wait, hold on. So that's why you talk to me? No! 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 Kay's just kidding, by the way. We met each other in person, so it's different. I already told y'all I wasn't shit. Listen. Anyway. Anything that JR has that doesn't prove anything, he might as well just not post it. Because if you're literally saying that it was nothing and all this stuff. Oh, no, I was talking about EO, him and EO. Yeah, we don't understand how that happened. But I was saying, if Melanie said the other day, like, yo, if you was feeling her or whatever, just tell me, let me know. She would have respected that. It was kind of just, don't leave me on, don't leave me lingering, and then have me looking stupid. And that's basically what it was. Like, you had me leaning on. And here's the thing. It's like when you switch up your flow and you totally change who you are, and it's all like, wait, what happened? Without any warning? Like, oh, Melanie want to clarify. When you switch up and like, that's what it was. That was the problem. That was the issue. But even further than that, and I wish that Melanie, she did bring it up, but she didn't explain. She just showed that one troll right there, that Tia Tanner. Remember, she showed that screenshot of that troll, like, oh, you, basically it was saying, oh, you mad that JR not over here no more, you jealous, blah, 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 and all that shit, right? Well, there's been other Tia Tanners, aka other troll accounts, that were coming into her chat and harassing her and saying shit like that. That wasn't the first time. Mind you, and full exposure, I knew a little bit, but I didn't know details. You know what I mean? I knew a little bit because obviously me and Melanie are cool. But I didn't know to a certain extent of how everything was. So it wasn't me saying that shit, right? Now, I don't know if Melanie had talked to someone else and told them, like, hey, this is kind of this and that and that and this. But then if it wasn't me and it wasn't whoever else, and it's not Melanie herself doing it, where's it coming from? Obviously, from the other side. Troll farm connections. Ding, 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 ding. Exactly. It's like, okay, if it's not coming from me, and it's not coming from Melanie, and it's not coming from whoever, then it's safe to assume, okay, it's probably coming from this side. And especially if they're saying stuff like, oh, you're jealous and this and that, because like no one thought, there was any kind of relation or anything like that. Nobody thought that. Like no one knew. No one knew that they even talked or anything like that. Like no one knew nothing. So who else knew anything? So what I believe, now I don't know if this is true, what I believe is that they was all like, oh, well, let's try to push her out and get her out the picture. If we lean more towards, we wifey, hubby, or whatever, and we all lovey-dovey and stuff like that, then that will turn her off and we'll push her out the picture. That's what they wanted to do. They wanted to hurt her. They wanted to hurt her. And I think also too, Melanie, when you get those trolls, don't block them. There was a time that I would get trolls and stuff like that, and I'd be like, hey, don't block it, because I wanted to take screenshots of it so I can prove something. But I think now going forward, Melanie, don't block those trolls, because those trolls will tell you who it is. That's a little, oh damn, I probably shouldn't have told you that secret to everybody. But yeah, that's what it is. Don't block all those trolls, because you'll be able to connect, you'll be able to know the language of the troll, and then you'll be able to figure out who it is. I promise you. Yeah, put it on the screen. Put it on the screen. Because all them trolls sound alike. It might be one or two people, but it's usually one person. It all sound alike, I promise you. All right, that was a good tip, huh? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Them trolls be sounding just alike. Don't be surprised by it. Now, something else I noticed in the conversation between JR and Melanie is that he was all like, oh, it's between two females, it's not between me, blah, blah, blah. And it's all like, no, you're the cause of all of this. Like, this is your fault. Like, this is your fault. Like, he literally was trying to say, oh, it's just, basically he was just like, oh, it's just two hoes going at it. Like, it ain't got nothing to do with me. Like, what it got to do with me? Everything to do with you. Like, yo, like he was really trying to push it up. Like, hey, it ain't got nothing. Hey, my name is Bennett and I ain't in it. But it's all like, no, your name is Bennett and you in it. Let me ask the crowd. You know I like to be petty. We're gonna do a 30-second countdown real quick. Okay. Put a 1 in the chat if you feel like JR is the cause of this. Put a 2 in the chat. You don't feel like it's his fault at all. Dang, Melanie put the 100 signs. What's up, Tanya? Thank you for coming. Yeah. He definitely played like... Now, you can play semantics and be all like, oh, well, I think y'all overreacted and stuff like that, but you can't say like you had nothing to do with it. Nah, homie. Nah, that ain't right. And trust me, I was going to go live yesterday because I didn't like the bullying that was going on. I was all like, oh, they trying to bully Melanie. And I was like, okay, well, you got 9 and Day in EO. I was all like, well, you have 9 and Day supporting EO, right? And I was all like, well, Melanie need a big channel to back her up. So that's where I was coming from. But I was like, nah, Melanie handled it well. When she had EO come up on her panel, she ate her ass up. She couldn't take it. She was like, And I couldn't even hear what EO said. Melanie used her big dick and, overpowered her. So, there it is. And I want to talk about having a big dick. A lot of people like to throw that she's aggressive, she's aggressive, she's aggressive. I think if you don't know how to handle people and you don't know how to roast, you don't know how to go back and forth, you will lose. And I feel like they lose. So that's why they say, oh, she's aggressive. Because let's be honest, I use Love Jones as an example, but also Cups is from New York. Cups back in the day, she would eat your ass up. Now, like I said, I think the problem with Melanie is that her octave is higher. She goes up high, she's louder than like a Cups or a Love Jones. But if you listen to like when Love Jones cuss people out, when Cups cuss people out, and then, you go listen to Melanie, they got the same energy. They got the same energy. Like, I think it's just a New York thing. I don't think it has nothing to do with Melanie being aggressive and all that. I just think the New York, that's how they get down. And knowing people from like the New York area that move out here, they be like, oh, I like it better out here because like, everybody just chill, relax. It's not so, you ain't always got to be on guard. You know what I mean? They tell me that like out here, because I live in Cali, like they don't always have to be on guard. Like when you live in New York, you have to be on guard all the time. And it's like, move out my way. I got places to be, places to go. I'm trying to duck and dodge this, that hustle and bustle. I live in the Bay Area, so it's a little bit of the same, like that hustle bustle. I got to get to where I'm going, minding my own business and stuff like that. I live in the Bay. Like, I was born in Oakland, and a lot of people from the East Coast, they tell me like Oakland is like the Harlem. That's how you can reference it. So if y'all used to Harlem, they say Oakland is like that. So that's what I've been told. I ain't saying it's the same, I'm just saying that's what I've been told. But anyway, yeah, I don't think that she's overly aggressive or anything like that. I'll be all like, okay, well, if you talking shit, then you gotta, expect what you get. What's up, Jackie? You gotta expect what you're gonna get. And if you can't match that person's energy, then you might not want to go after them. You got to be able to match somebody's energy. And it also taught me something too. Like, damn. So Melanie is more like aggressive than Night and Day, because like I believe that Melanie was holding back. She was restraining herself. Don't get me wrong, I was proud of her, but I felt like Melanie was restraining herself because she was trying not to fully go off on JR like she should have. Because I don't think JR likes confrontation. I don't think he does. I think also, let me point this out. I think that's why they were fine. What's up, Sharitha? Shout out, yeah, area. Shout out. Anyway, and I think that's why they were fine with Melanie going at everybody, because it's all like, well, we don't want no problems, we don't want no smoke, no problems. Like, there's no way in hell that I would ever like try to make peace with Dalvin Lewis. There's no way in hell that I would ever make peace, well, again, with Powderhead. There's no way, I'm cool with King World and Kulu, but if they do what they did to me, there's no way in hell I'll be cool with them again. Like, no. All that docile, let's just all make peace and get together. Like, you don't necessarily have to go after somebody, but you gotta let a motherfucker know not to play with your motherfucking name. Put them in their motherfucking place. I never needed no female to go after nobody for me. Never. The only situation, and shout out to Cups, where there was nasty shit being said about me, and Cups was all like, hey, give me the information that you have, blah, blah, blah. I didn't even know what she was doing with it, but she did a video. When people was talking about it, she would hop on panel. She fought for me. And she was like, hey, don't even worry about it. I got it handled. And she handled it for me. And I will always be grateful to Cups for that. There's just certain good people that you know in your life. You got to hold on to them. And obviously with JR specifically, let me not just say Night and Day. With JR specifically, they didn't know what they had. Because you don't get a lot of loyalty in these YouTube streets at all. Yep, sad gang. You don't get a lot of friends. And you don't get people that you can actually trust. And you don't get that longevity. You really don't. That longevity, yeah, it's not. What's up, Missy? People like Cups have been around for a while. People like K, Super K, if you want to call her that, K has been around for a while. So many of you have been around. Stephanie, how can I forget Stephanie? Stephanie has been around for so long. You don't get a lot of that. These people come and go. Hell, I'll be honest with y'all. I called what's his name? Wolfgang and Odell. Now I'm not going to share the context of the conversation, but I'm going to LA next month, and I was like, oh, I heard you wanted to, fight me with one hand, but you're like, what's your problem, right? So I did get a chance to talk to them, and I don't know if they still want to fight, but at this point, it is what it is. What's up, Erica? Erica's been with me for a long time. It is what it is, but like I said, I'm not going to share the context of the conversation. But one thing that I said yesterday, and the reason what made me call her was because I was all like, with Jag, at least you know that she ain't shit, right? With Jag, it's no secret or nothing. She lets you know I ain't shit. I'm about myself. But with these Jaguar Wright content creators, and this goes back to Night and Day, they pretend to be something that they're not. They, or I should just say JR, pretending to be a solid dude. If you were solid, you would have let Melanie know, like, hey, I'm rocking with this right here. This is who I'm rocking with. This is my new queen. This is my wifey. You wouldn't have just let her on like that. Not somebody like that. Like, these little subscribers and stuff like that come in your DM and stuff like that. My DMs used to be wild. The hoes don't love me no more. So it is what it is. But my DMs used to be wild. You just kind of play and, flirt and stuff like that. And they come and go. But somebody who's like been rocking with you and that you're actually, actively interacting with, because I don't want to say pursuing, because, you say, oh, it wasn't like that. You call everybody baby or whatever. But somebody that you're like talking to and somebody you have known for a while, like, you don't do like that. You treat the hoes like that, but you don't do that, What's up, Shauna? And shout out to Shauna, too. And again, I want to say something. I'm okay with people being in different people's chats and stuff like that. It's more of the content creators I have a problem with that do it. And that be messy and shit like that. That's why, for example, I don't rock with Yolanda. Because there's a video that EO did where she was talking about me, and Yolanda was all like, oh, shared it on her community tab, was all like, oh, CAT2, this is what you shouldn't have messed with everybody, blah, blah, blah. What? All I said is that I don't like avatars. That's all I said. I don't like avatars. That's it. Now, here's the thing. Y'all treating avatars like it's a race, like you was born an avatar. I don't give a fuck whatever y'all feel about that. That's just my personal opinion. If I say I don't like avatars, I just don't fucking like avatars. That's it. That's it. That's all. And I already clarified what I meant by that. I don't like the ones who dox and do all the dirty shit and then hide their identity. I've made that very clear. Like, for example, Melanie is an avatar, but she knows that I'm not talking about her. So if I'm cool with you, why would I be talking about you and stuff like that? And I don't give a fuck about EO. That's why I'm calling her EO. Y'all probably are like, who's EO? That's her name. EO. I and a O. EO from now on. But were you born an avatar? Did you come out your mama coochie as an avatar? Like, why does that offend you so much? And it's crazy because I'm all like, I wasn't even talking about EO, so I don't even know why she had any. Oh, the fireworks, damn it. I was all like, I don't even know why she had anything to say. I wasn't even talking about her. But Yolanda shared it and was all like, oh, yeah. Oh, see, AT2, you shouldn't have. I was all like, oh, really? And it's all like, damn. After I forgave you, because let's not pretend that you weren't involved with that auntie shit with Denai. And I said his name because I'm going to be very fucking clear. And I forgave you for that shit. Now I'm rethinking a lot. And I'm all like, oh, AT2, you're too forgiving. Don't forgive these motherfuckers. Now I'm back to that. And don't worry, I'm going to tear your ass up on my backup channel. I ain't going to do it on here. But the backup channel, I'm going to get your ass back. Because don't ever play with me. Don't take my kindness for weakness. Whatever I said about you or whatever, I also showed you love too. You're mad because I said all that expensive equipment that your husband got, stop talking about that guy. Stop talking about Powderhead. I was all like, all that expensive equipment, shit, give it to me if you're going to waste it talking about Powderhead. You got the cameras, the microphones. You got more shit than I do. And I wasn't saying it being no hater. I was all like, put that to good use because I believe in you. That's what I was saying. You know? So now your ass got to get toe up on the backup channel because you don't do me like that. I demand respect. I don't demand, I deserve it. I deserve to be loved, you know. And Melanie deserves to be loved. Let's go back to it. Melanie deserves to be loved. She deserves to be loved. But anyway, moving on from that. So I talked about this person, that person, that person. Yeah, I think I got all my points out. Yeah. You know, we almost an hour. You know, it's funny. I don't kind of like cater my content towards like just going an hour. I kind of cater it towards just getting all the information out there. And then about the time I'm done, I'll be like, oh, we got to an hour, right? Yeah. So it's not that I plan on just doing an hour. It's just all like, well, I said all my shit that I got to say. And, you know, by the time I'm done, we get to an hour. I ain't going to hold y'all for like 3-5 hours. Because my thing is share the wealth. Y'all got other content creators to watch. Y'all, you know, I ain't going to keep repeating myself over and over again just to try to hold y'all attention. No, I'm going to move on to the next. And, you know, after I say what I say, I'm done. I just figured out who we were talking about. I told you, Cuz Cups, that one ain't right. Oh, wait, no, now I'm confused. Okay, tell me later who you talking about. I said housewife. Yo! Oh, I'm glad you brought that up. So Melanie got that from me. Because remember, I was like, oh, the Real Housewives of YouTube. Like, whenever, like, the content creators are going at each other, I'd be like, oh, the Real Housewives of YouTube, you know. I've always said that. And so Melanie saying it, she's just talking about, oh, you know, like, oh, the Real Housewives of YouTube, like, people fighting again. Like, it was nothing deep. It was nothing deep at all. Remember, Jag got on my channel and even said, like, AT2, you need to market that. You need to turn that into a show. Like, that is hilarious. That is funny. It is the Real Housewives of YouTube. Like, that was nothing about you and her. And it was a lot of, like, you were throwing shots. Like, granted, if you want to say that Melanie was throwing shots at EO, that's completely fine. But throwing shots at you? No, that girl would have literally sucked the meat off your toes. And I gotta keep it rated G because I want to say something else. But she would have sucked the meat off your toes. She would have sucked all the bunions off your toes. That's how down she was with. I can't even say it with a straight face. But she was down with y'all to the point she would have sucked your crusty ass toes. Your toes probably black and shit. She would have sucked your goddamn toe, but you ruined that? Like, come on now. Like, why would she be throwing shots at you and stuff like that? That makes no sense. Again, never answered who the trolls were that were coming, in and out the chat. That's why I ain't dropping the link for you. I'll let you cuss me out on your channel. I don't want to get cussed out right now. See, I woke y'all up. See, I told you I was going to wake it up. Oh, man. But like I said, there needed to be like a bigger content creator to kind of help, this situation out because I don't like bullying. Melanie started it and she knows she did. But how did she start it? I think it's only a couple of y'all, but don't block Empress. How did she start it? I want to know. I want to know how she started it. Yes, happy birthday, Miss Cat. For those of y'all just joining in, thank you, Miss Reed. It's Cat's birthday. EO, we don't get. Oh, that's her. Okay. Oh, man. Yes, Seafood Boil, you missed a lot. What's up, Princess? How you doing? Hold on, let me roll out the red carpet. Here you go, Princess. Excuse me. Oh, Princess, my election night show, I want you to be a part of it too. Anyway, I think that this is a learning experience for Melanie, definitely a learning experience. I think now it's the perfect time for her just to switch up her whole channel. Maybe calling it something new and hold on. From the time Goomba made the joke, Melanie been throwing shots since then. I don't know if that's true because I don't think Goomba made the joke. Wasn't it Jag who said that one of the Curry brothers was in EO? That started with Jag. That didn't start with Goomba. That's been a thing. Yeah, Naughty. Yeah. So anyway, it's the perfect time to rebrand her channel. Change it up, switch it up. Stop using them commercials. Don't use the voice. Anything that he quote unquote helped you with that I didn't help you with, but he helped you with, don't run. Switch it up, change it up. Don't use nothing. Because you never want people to start saying that, oh, I made you. You wouldn't be nothing without me. Blah, 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 blah. No more free advertisement. No nothing. Don't use none of his shit. Don't use, like, I like that Brooklyn Queen song. I was like, I like that song. I don't like it no more. Oh, yeah, keep Mel After Dark. Definitely. Keep that. I don't like it no more. I used to like the song. But I don't like that shit no more. That song is whack. Tomato, 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 boo. Fuck that song. So completely scrap that. Anything they can say, oh, I used it to do. No, fuck you. I didn't, no. I don't want none of your stuff. You didn't make me. Never can say you made me and made me this. I made myself. You know? But yeah, it's a perfect time to flip it and reverse it. I lost my business agent. Yo, shout out to Demetria because she stood on business. Listen, Melanie, you want to know who has your back? It's me. It's Demetria. I don't know about everybody else. Oh, Nadi got your back. But yeah, find out who has your back. And that's how you do it. All that's my idea. Oh, okay. So that's not true. Okay, so that's not true that They did okay. See, there you go. Clarify that. You see? She clarified that. But thank you, Nadia. I appreciate that. Yes, the YouTube Godfather. And thank y'all. Y'all can send the super chats, all that good stuff, PayPal, Venmo, all that. Thank you. Uh, yeah, she said she appreciate all of y'all. No, 82, that is a nice ending. I know I like the intro song, but I'm all like, don't play this. Nah. And Jackie, was it you who said, like, were you inspired to write all those like love songs from Melanie? Was that you who asked that? I've seen that question somewhere. I want to say that was probably in EO's like first video that she did that you said that. Or I don't know if it was her. No, that wasn't her first. It was I watched the one where JR was on the panel. That's the one that I watched. I did ask the question. Yeah. Right, Melanie. Yeah, you can't play that song no more. No. Who of us don't impress though? Or did you mean impress? I was saying, I don't like it no more. Nah, no, thank you. Yeah, I don't like the song. Yeah, no. All in my feelings was for me. Screenshot says so. Oh, damn, he ain't shit. I forgot all about the songwriting and shit like that. Yeah. You wrote songs and shit inspired by her, but you gonna say, oh, it wasn't that deep, it was nothing. You ain't shit. Casey got your back, Melanie. Yep. Yeah, we all writing out for you. Yeah, we ain't gonna let people treat you like shit. Nah, that ain't cool. But I do want to say thank you to all parties involved. I feel like the black tea sector is finally back. Um, hopefully we can move on from Jag and get back to if y'all want to beef, y'all beef, but y'all talk about trending topics, y'all talk about what's going on in the world. And y'all do your thug thizzle. I'm happy that the sector is now growing again. I'm sorry, Jay. I put it in the group chat. You gotta follow the group chat on IG. Kay got your back. Yep. Yeah, we all looking out for you. I need a. So I was gonna go to Best Buy and buy a laptop. I think I'm gonna go to Walmart and see how much they stuff is. Like, I don't because I'm thinking like, damn, should I go ahead and get like an expensive ass laptop, and shit like that, or do I want to get like a cheap laptop and then get a nice camera? Like, I'm thinking the reverse, so I might do Walmart. Yeah, that's my one. Yeah, I'll probably do that. Yeah, I need to go to Walmart. Oh yeah, I'll be getting on later. I'm gonna go to the store now and stuff like that. But yeah, because I want to talk about Candace Owens, tied in with Sonia Massey, that whole situation. I'm not gonna play the video because I think, and I get why some black people say I don't like to watch those execution videos of us because it's triggering. So I'm not gonna play the video, but I am going to talk about it and give commentary and stuff like that. Remember, Jack said I started that rumor about him and EO, and I cussed her out on. Oh, she said you started it. Oh wow, I didn't remember that. That's crazy. Responded. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that, Danny, for clarifying. Thank you. School tax sale, yeah. Do y'all kids need some stuff? I bought hella stuff for my nieces and nephews. Um, But Target got cheap stuff. I'm going to Walmart, so I'll be getting more school supplies and stuff like that. But I challenge y'all right now. Buy a kid a backpack or something. 82 tax-free week is coming up. Oh, you telling me tax-free week is coming up? Oh, that's what y'all talking about. Okay, got you. Thank you. Okay, I'll hold out. Okay, then I won't. Okay, all right. But I'll still go get the school supplies though. Or should I wait to get the school supplies now? No, I'm gonna just get the school supplies now because they probably gonna raise the fucking prices now that there's no tax. Yeah, still get the school supplies, but I'll wait on the laptop. Okay, thank you guys, I appreciate that. Thank you, Lychee. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, but buy a kid a backpack. You know, Princess Fishing ain't buying. You a hater. I give to the okay, well, good. I'm glad you give to them all year. But yeah, my challenge for y'all: buy a kid a backpack or buy a kid some school supplies. Like, help somebody out. And if you guys, if somebody out there, you can DM me privately if you need help and stuff like that with school supplies and stuff like that. Let me know, and I'll be willing to help you out. If it's expensive, I'm gonna ask my AT tubers to help as well. But if you need help with school supplies, if there's somebody out there, please let me know because yeah, we know how these schools are. Like, it's sad, man. It's sad. My son is senior year in college. Oh, congratulations! Yeah, shout out to Demetria. She has a son in college. All right, y'all. We gonna get out of here. It's past the hour now. I love y'all. Be safe, but we out, y'all. Deuces, everybody. Talk to y'all later.